delete that.
I'll check. I'll check.
Okay, it's working.
Okay. Good. I'll erase the existence of this silly
Yep,
thingy.
it is.
Alright.
Right.
Okay.
Hello everyone. This will be the round 1 match of the DLC Any Person Beginner Veteran race. It's Honix going against Finton. Joining me on comms is Yokai.
Hello.
Alright, so a little information about the run itself before we get started. It's a DLC Any Person run, which means you just gotta beat the DLC as fast as possible. But if both runners are ready, could they go to the player selection screen? All right, waiting for Vincent.
Waiting for Finton. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh yeah, Finton, you gotta you get to select it once, so that it'll ask you what player or what to select Mugman or Cuphead.
Okay. I
Switch,
would
so there will
suggest
be a
maybe
little delay.
I would suggest maybe leaving the stream for a few minutes to let people join. I'm going to give off 2 divine spells, blessing both the players here.
Real?
Vincent, can you go onto the player selection screen, like when you can choose Cuphead and Mugman?
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Looks like both runners are ready then.
All right. Yes. Both of the runners are ready.
All right, so Yokai, could you give us a countdown?
All right. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
There is a bit of delay, but yeah, they will start as soon as the Twitch stream delay has been. Oh, looks like Onyx's timer is now on loadless.
This is going to be a bit of an issue.
Onyx, but you can continue, just switch to game time at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, first of all, in order to beat the DLC as fast as possible, we're gonna have to get to the DLC in the first place. We're gonna have to get to the DLC island in the first place. So both runners will be doing Forest Follies in order to get 8 coins total. I believe both runners are running Lobber Spread. And
Yeah, I think both of them are running Lobber Spread. I didn't really see them going for the tutorial stage in Elder Kettle's house right at the beginning, so they aren't necessarily going for those extra coins.
Oh no, charge! If you want to go charge spread, you don't go the Elder Kettle tutorial. You go to the Chalice tutorial. Oh, and unfortunate death from Honix. This is
Yeah,
a very.
we see Finton performing a clip through the Acorn machine there and getting the quick finish on Follies.
Right, so that will put Finton on a little bit of a lead, but both runners are, I would say, pretty solid. Finton is objectively better, but
Yeah, Honex still does have a chance here because Finton could mess up on one of the bosses, but I feel
yeah.
like could be a low chance. I'm still giving hope for Honex though.
Right.
Honex deciding
Honix
to play it safe and not using the not
Ninja
clipping
Clip.
through the
Ninja Clip.
Acorn machine, so missing the final jump there, losing a bit of time, but eventually getting the clear. 45-second follies is not all that bad, everything considered.
And now we can see Finton heading onto the mausoleum. There's not really a way to speed up the mausoleum unless you specifically snipe for the 7th, 17, and 24th kills, which you can try to parry as soon as possible. Most of the time it works out, but sometimes it just doesn't. But let's see what will happen. Maybe someone will die in the mausoleum. I don't know.
If that happens, I feel like that'd be very unfortunate for the run.
Yeah, but Honix is also heading to the Mausoleum now, with Lopper and Spread equipped.
I will have to say, Lobber and Spread is a lot more of a risky play to go for in speedrunning than Charge Spread. So there is a lot bigger risk for mess ups here, but I feel like both players could control it very well. We see Finton going through the mausoleum there.
Alright, Finton finishes up the Mausoleum. Very nice to see.
And he doesn't actually equip the super here. This is very important for the rest of the run.
Alright, now, Finton, as you saw there, he equipped the Astro Cookie Charm that will allow him to play as Miss Chalice, which is very suitable for DLC speedrunning.
It's also very fitting considering that's where she originally appears in the DLC.
Now, first of all, we have Glumstone. Basically, with Lobber Spread, you just want to stay up close and personal, try to get as many pairs as possible. And Finton here, oh, he unfortunately gets the keys.
It's very unfortunate. That is going to make him lose a bit of time or HP, but he's I can understand he's quite confident setting up a really good lobber trap there to try and get through the second phase as quick as possible.
But 1 HP in the second phase can be very scary at times because these nodes are kind of unpredictable.
Yes.
But
oh yeah.
we'll see how Finton handles it.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Now this is going to be the demonstration of the first bug in the run,
which is the jump roll, as you see right here. It'll basically allow you to stay in the air in Glumstone's final fit.
Oh, that is very unfortunate. Getting sniped by Glumstone there. And that's put him back, and now Honix is in the lead.
Yeah, Honix is on the second phase of Glumstone. Honix's timer cannot remove load times at the moment, so we don't know for sure. But we'll see.
We'll see at the end. Yeah, at the end we'll ask him to change it. So, missing the Lobbery X there. Not sure if that was intentional or not.
Let's see if Honix gets a jump roll this time.
And Honix does get the jump roll, but he does still have to be very careful because if he gets hit, then it's going to reset and he's going to go all the way down and potentially die. Okay, with the last platform disappearing there, we know that he's safe to just constantly go at Glumstone. And Finton clutching out after getting hit. That was incredibly lucky.
A bit of a time difference in the scoreboard, but I feel like Finton's death was a lot more punishing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and again, another thing to remember is Honix isn't taking load times into consideration, so I feel like Finton is actually down by about 10 seconds at the moment. Probably even more.
Now, I think on to Mortimer, both contestants. Mortimer is a very difficult boss of Lobber Spread.
Yeah, because you have to get up close and personal, but then obviously the attacks are very, very difficult to dodge whilst being this. Normally, for a casual run, Crackshot is your best friend for this boss, but because they don't have access to that due to the time restraints, this is a very, very difficult boss to muster.
Now, both runners, this is actually a pretty darn tight race, I'd say. They are both on the second phase of Mortimer. Honix in the transition.
Honix going into the third phase here.
And Finton closely catching up.
Using an EX to get behind the eye to prevent damage, but he takes damage anyways, that's unfortunate.
Alright, if Honix can clean up the fight before he dies, that would be very great. Oh, okay, he's opting to play safe.
Opting to play safe, might have just won it because he's just taken out Mortimer. Finton right behind.
Alright, we'll see
113 on Onyx, 107 on Finton.
107 for Finton, that is a very good time. Okay, moving on to the Howling Aces now. This is a very, very difficult boss.
Yeah, more than basically any boss that is not Glumstone or Esther will be very difficult for Lover's Red. Maybe except for Moonshine.
Maybe except for Moonshine, but like considering that's just because you have like good access to lobber traps. But
Yeah.
because but mainly because of the plane mechanics here, this boss can be very difficult to get consistent. So I'm wondering
Yeah.
how each player is going to fare here.
So the plane here, the position of your plane matters a lot in this fight. Especially if you're using Lobber Spread. Alright, Vinton already going on to the second phase of Howling Aces, while Honix is just finishing up the first phase.
Finton's
The
now caught up despite having that huge death on Glumstone. Getting the RNG perfect for the lobber trap there, and he's ducking under the laser to get more damage with spread. So setting up a lobber trap for the third phase, taking damage there, which is unfortunate, but he might be able to close it out, and he does. One cycle.
Now Honix is also on the third phase. Goes a little quick lobber trap in the middle. And let's see if he clears this phase up, just like Finton was able to.
Getting very, very well
Oh,
timed the X's, but it's not going to be the one cycle. Maybe.
Oh, unfortunately takes
Oh,
damage.
taking
Because of
damage there, which is unfortunate,
Oh,
and he gets it. And we see Finton on Esther here as well. This is a boss that requires a lot of practice, but can get very consistent. Getting the
Yeah,
parry
but
there.
because of Chalice's unique plane design, Chalice's mini plane design, it is very important that you get up close and personal to Esther, so all three of your shotgun bullets hit, and then it's to
Yeah.
deal max damage.
Yeah, grabbing the extra parry there, that's to help them through the second phase. Not immediately getting up close to Esther, it's a bit of a risky decision. Oh, he saved up for EX, that's might make him lose a bit of time here, but
Onyx is betting going all out on the bet that Finton takes a lot of deaths. He's playing very safe at the moment.
yeah.
But I don't think it'll be on luck will be on Onyx's side this time because Finton is Finton is in the final phase of 4 HP.
Which is incredible. And Finton catches it 10:02 on Esther there. Very, very good clear.
108 is a very solid time, eh? I would if I do say so myself. All right, now on to Moonshine. Moonshine is probably the boss you'll struggle the most getting the optimal strat if you're like starting out as a lobber spread runner. It will
Yeah,
be
and another
it
thing,
won't be a
you are going to be seeing some very interesting mechanics here using the lobber.
Oh,
As you
Honix.
know, the lobber bounces, but as you can see on Finton's screen there, oh, Honix taken a death, but Honix taken a death. That's very, very unfortunate.
Now his best bet is that Finton takes another 2 million years to clean up Moonshine and Chef.
Yeah, that's the only way that Honex will have a chance here is if Finton either doesn't get the anti skip here or doesn't or dies on the snail or something.
Okay, well I have a feeling he's gonna get it this time.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Yeah. All right, so we saw
Oh,
in the Moonshine mob there as well that the lobber is acting very weird.
okay, a little lobbers off, a few lobbers off, but it's fine. I'm
And
cleaning the Moonshine.
Finton 11:25 on Moonshine Mob. Going into Saltbaker here, very, very quick time, 53 seconds.
But Honix taking another death on Esther.
Honex is getting very unfortunate. This is starting to look more like my runs. Again, everyone does have their off days though, so we're not gonna we're not gonna complain about this.
But
Honix is still putting up a very, very good fight despite this.
now, Chef Saltbaker is one of my most casual players, and probably speedrunners would say he is the hardest boss in the entire game, even more so to speedrun. And
Oh
if you were
yes,
going rubber
definitely.
spread, optimal strats would be even more difficult. The
Yeah.
ultimate Jutsu, the most optimal strat of using go rubber spread and Chef, it is actually the hardest trick in the entire history of Cuphead.
Yeah, I highly doubt that Finton is going to get it, but obviously there is some chance if he's been practicing it.
Oh, it looks like he gets he gets an extra cycle. That's not gonna be good for the second.
Yeah, an extra cycle is very unfortunate there.
Oh, I think Honix might have died another time.
Yeah, Honix sadly dies another time. Again, Esther is a very, very, very difficult boss if you don't practice it enough. So
But as far as I know, Honix didn't actually do. I don't think Honix actually did any runs. Oh, death on Vincent's
oh,
side.
death for Finton there, very unfortunate. Being pushed all the way back to the first phase, like arguably the most difficult.
But what I wanted to say is that Honix, for not having done a lot of runs or even at all on DLC, I think he's actually been a solid competitor for Finton, who
Oh
actually does
yes,
have.
definitely. Definitely. He may be slower than Finton, but he does have a lot more sport. He's willing to continue. He's giving me, I suppose you could say that he's kind of giving Finton the motivation to finish the run before he does.
Alright, Finton is sitting at a pretty comfortable 2 HP for experience in this fight.
Missing some of
Alright,
the lobbers on that salt shaker, that could potentially be bad.
oh, okay.
Okay, very, very, very close run there.
Right. While Finton is setting up the biggest lobber trap in the entire history of Cup speedrunning, and finishing up the third phase, let's take a look at Honix's side, where he is on 1 HP again. But okay, he has a nuke ready, so as long as he plays safe, he should be able to clean up Esther.
Yeah. Missing a parry there, not sure if that was intentional. Oh, and he dies again.
But this is only the first match of a best of three round, so it might be better for Honix. Oh, and Finton.
And Finton closing out the fight at
with a
14 minutes 50.
Um, so Honix,
Onyx
wait,
unfortunately losing round 1. I'm sure he'll make a comeback.
but this. Hmm? Okay, Honix, you may either continue the run or you don't, or you can just forfeit the match and go on to the next one. Uh, how would you like to do it, Honix?
No, I would.
Or you can get a little bit of practice in before the next match. All right, Honix looks like Honix is willing to go into the next round. So, yeah. All right, Honix will be switching his controller apparently. Maybe he's having some issues with his current one. So while we wait for that, oh, a little word from today's sponsor, Rage Shadow Legend. Right. But Finton will be now heading onto the menu unless he wants to practice actually. Oh, it looks like he doesn't want.
Finton does want to get in a little bit of practice here, but I don't really think he needs much. He's already done a fairly optimal run. maybe trying to get more consistent at Glumstone because obviously he did obviously take a death there, which was unfortunate.
Well, Glowstone is, I honestly, I feel like it's a wild card boss. Like anything can happen.
Yeah, true. Goes. Okay. I just noticed the score counter. That's brilliant.
Onyx says he will restart this game real quick. We'll wait for him to do that.
Yep.
Also, Onyx, you could you change your split to compare against game time as well?
Hello, hello.
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 How do I switch it to game
Right
time?
click.
Okay.
There should be compare against.
Right quick. Compare against game time, and then the other ones doesn't matter, right? Personal best, best segment, blah blah blah, doesn't matter, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay, let me. Is it okay if I try Esther one time with this controller?
Yes, it is
Yeah,
completely
sure.
fine.
Go. Take as much
Um,
practice as you need.
Yeah, we'll be muting you again.
Okay.
Okay, so whilst we do that, chat, how has your day been? How's the stream so far?
Bad. Right. Oh, it looks like Finton will also be putting in some practice while Honix does his practice.
You missed. Okay, we've got someone in here missing Wonder Tart. Is that like a? Is that like a soundboard thing?
Yes, it is a sound alert in my channel that I disabled as of right now.
Finton is going through follies very fast here. We see Honex not actually utilizing the strat for S's second phase. Oh, dying right at the end. I'm not sure if that was intentional.
Dying is always intentional. Hello, clipboard enthusiast, first time chatter with moderator badge and sub badge. My day has been so cool. I see.
Dying is optimal. Yeah, I
Exactly.
suppose. I mean, to be fair, then my practice runs are gonna be like more optimal than the universe itself.
Orangey manipulation.
All right, it says okay.
Indeed.
Honix in chat is saying that he thinks he's ready, so I think it's time for the next round.
All right. If both players could exit to menu and go on the player selection screen, we will begin the countdown again.
Temi guy giving Honix some good luck. And I will again cast 2 divine spells.
All right. However, I will curse one of them. I don't know who. I don't know which. But yeah. Anyways.
Temi guys redeemed some divine spells, so they've that's just been cancelled out.
All right, but we will start the countdown now.
All right, do
I
you
will
want to do it this time?
Yes. All right. Starting the match in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, wait for the Twitch delay to settle in. And yes, all right, we have started. And it's nice to see Honix's timer is actually working now.
But it's also good to note that Honix, despite the timer not working properly, was ahead of Finton for a short time.
I think Honix is ahead this time as well. He was 0.02 seconds ahead just now.
We see both players going into volleys. Finton a bit earlier, but that's because he started a bit earlier as well.
Alright, now on volleys, we've already explained this basically, but we'll do a quick rundown again. You basically want 8 points, 3 from Mac and 5 from volleys itself, so you can get lob or spread, which the two contestants will be using. Now, let's see if Finton decides to go for the ninja clip, and he does. He gets a forward ninja clip.
Finton gets the forward ninja clip. That's very, very good.
Alright, while finishing up hot volleys, Honix is on a hot chase, finishing up as well. Wow, a 4-second difference. That is not bad at all for on Honix's side.
41 seconds volleys by Honix
Especially
there as
because
well.
Honix did not go for any like skip on the equal machine whatsoever.
And that, yeah, a 41 second there is really good.
And Honix landing shop skip, just like both contestants did. Alright, heading on to Mausoleum again. Probably the most fun thing in this run.
Yeah, probably the most fun section of this run. Because if,
Yeah.
and like you explained before, to get the time optimal on this, you have to do maths.
Yes, and we obviously can't do maps, so we just wing it.
Yeah.
Alright, Honix getting a parry here and there, left and right, up and down, very, very tight parries.
Same with
He almost died there. Oh, Finton also almost died as well. Getting a parry, up, down, left, right. Alright, but while we were reading around...
Yeah, both players very, very good with the controllers.
But while we're waiting around the mausoleum, I want to mention that if any of the runners get ultimate, they automatically win the match.
Yeah, that's understandable. Again, we see both contestants not equipping Super 1.
Because supers are not optimal enemy, and everyone knows that. Alright, Finton now equipping the Astro Cookie Charm. Honix exiting to map from Chef's cutscene. Now Finton is now going to Glumstone. Oh, looks like Honix is not equipped Spread actually. But he's just going in with Lobber.
Interesting strategy. I'm not exactly sure how he gets the jump roll here then.
I mean, you still will be able to get jump roll. It's just that you won't be able to shoot. Oh yeah, Honix realizes and leaves to equip the spread.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but he's still going at a very, very fast pace, and he could salvage this run. Unfortunately, getting Geese though, that could be a problem. We see Finton going into the third phase already.
And he does
successfully getting the dash roll there, but will he get hit like his previous attempts? That is one thing he does need to be careful of. Okay, Finton clearing out Glumstone there. Getting Geese again with Honix, very unfortunate.
Which means he has done damage enough to not actually skip the first phase, but It was just a little bit shy, so he did get a good. Oh, and
Oh, and the gnome RNG didn't bless him this time. We see Finton going on to Mortimer here. This is one of the most inconsistent bosses of the run, probably closer to Saltbaker as far as inconsistency goes. So we'll see how he closes this one.
ooh, getting an EX off in the whale, and in the double damage spot where you can see both the snowman and Mortimer himself. You can actually, well, both hitboxes are taking damage there, so you can actually deal damage, deal double damage, and Finton takes advantage of that.
Finton already going into the third phase here. Let's see if he closes this out with a comfortable 3 HP. I feel like his victory is assured.
4 HP now.
2 HP, still very, very comfortable, especially at this pace.
Oh, he gets a
Missing the
switch
spready X
side.
though, that could have hurt. That could have hurt.
Oh. But while we were not paying attention on Finton's side, Holly looks like Holly's missed a jump roll, so he's gonna have to manually
Ooh.
play it out.
That could.
Oh.
Oh, and he died. Oh. Onyx getting very, very unfortunate with Glumstone, but like you said before, it is a wild card boss, so anything can happen. It's just very, very unfortunate that this could potentially be the last round for Onyx.
Now we'll be seeing how Finton deals with the Howling Aces. Very hard fight if you're using Lobber Spread. Finton did get 2 parries, which means he will be using 2 EXs, which will probably speed up the first phase a bit.
Onyx just keeps on dying on Glumstone. It's very, very unfortunate. But Onyx's staying power cannot be underestimated. Oh, Finton missing the Lobbery X. Maybe that could come back to bite him later on. Taking damage on the Ankylopas there as he enters the last phase. Missing the Lobber Trap, which is very unfortunate. He probably won't be getting the one cycle here, which is again very unfortunate for a run like this.
Unless maybe, no. You should have been pretty close though.
Maybe a 2 cycle here. Yeah, there we go. 2 cycle. Unfortunate with the Howling Aces for Finton, but he's still well ahead of Onyx at this point.
Onyx actually does get the jump for this time, which is nice.
Onyx getting the jump roll. It depends if he gets hit or not, though. That was extremely close there. And yeah, with that final platform gone, he was guaranteed to not take damage and close out the fight. Very, very far behind, but he still does have a chance. It depends on how Finton fares on Esther and Saltbaker.
And Moonshine.
Oh yeah, and Moonshine.
Oh, Esther, Finton opted to go for an EX there, but Esther unfortunately used the cactus, which made most of his EX miss. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate there. Going for the safe strat first, and now he's popping off all the EXs. Staying down low as to keep optimal damage on Esther there. Not going for the EX strat. Because he's saving up for a super. And I'm getting, yep, there we go, he's used the super. And we see here that Onyx is very, very, very skillfully dodging the icicles there in Mortimer. Taking use of the double damage there.
Now, unless Finton screws up very badly here, I feel like he will be cleaning up the boss. And Glester should be dead in like a few seconds now.
Any second now. Very, very skillful dodge. Dodging the peppers. And there we go. We see Onyx going into the third phase of Mortimer as we speak now. Will he be able to close out? I feel like 2 HP would be... 2 HP is very optimal for this. Oh, dashing into the eye there. Very unfortunate. And missing some of his spready X. I feel like
And
after last round he's kind of lost some of his consistency, but it doesn't matter because he's trying and he's doing very well.
oh, very tight dodge.
Very, very skillful dodge there as well, as he should be closing out the fight. There we go.
All right, let's see how Finton will be able. Let's see if Finton will actually be able to get the Annual skip this Moonshine fight, which will be very cool to see.
Very, very good there, negating the caterpillar from being picked out by the spider there.
Okay, that was a pretty good lava trap. Now all he needs to do is do the 2 EXs, and then get the lava EXs off. Okay,
Yeah, and then
if he
this could
doesn't get it here,
potentially be the anti skip that he needs. Oh,
and
very close.
one lava.
One lobber short. Very, very skillful, but very unfortunate.
While Finton finishes up Moonshine Mob, Onyx is on Howling Aces. He's using Lobber as a long range weapon to snipe off the dog if he gets on the side, which is very smart. Spread isn't always the best weapon.
Yeah.
Now I think on to Saltbaker for Finton. Let's see if he does get Saltman and secures the win once and for all.
It doesn't necessarily
he
matter
was
if he does,
actually
because I don't think Finton will be able to catch up in time. Finton's EX getting ghosted there as well. That's very unfortunate. Finton's going into the third phase, getting a very small lobber trap, but the plane sabotaging as well. That is
I
very
think you mean Hollis, by the
unfortunate.
way. You keep saying Hollis is Finton.
Oh,
So
my bad, sorry.
yeah. Oh, we're getting extra cycle. That is unfortunate for Finton.
Yeah, unfortunate for Finton here. And we see Honix potentially closing out the fight on the Howling Aces. There we go.
Oh, very tight dodge from Finton.
That was very, very, very skillful again there, dodging through the fire. Oh, getting hit by the Salt Shaker. That's very unfortunate.
Oh, he gets a Curse Shaker though. Oh, but you cannot kill it because apparently he did not do enough damage to the lingering first phase boss. Oh, tries to go for triple, but only ends up getting a single.
Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate. Will he be able to close out the fight? Okay, the parry there. Missing the Lobbery X. Very unfortunate.
He did only get a single on the salt thing, so he will have a relatively long final phase.
Oh! And that's a death on Saltbaker. Very unfortunate, but still very much ahead of time. Onyx opting to not use an EX in this moment. Getting the parry there. Not deciding to not get close to Esther after the cactus. That could potentially set him back a few seconds. Oh, EX getting super getting wasted as well. Very unfortunate.
Looks like it looks like Esther is just Hans' demise today.
And Honix dies on the second phase. A very, very well fought battle, but ultimately
We don't know. Finton might revert to his roots and become a beginner runner again. With I don't know,
we
like a
never
2
know. It
hour.
could happen. It could happen. But I feel like with 3 HP, Finton's probably going to clutch the rest of this fight out.
Alright, so and you just know how to set the Giga Lava Trap for the hopes of getting his ultimate. Oh, he does misses the timing for this two triples.
I don't think he would have been able to get Ultimate anyways, as he didn't have 2 cards.
Yeah. But now Finton will be heading on
Missing
to a very
the Lottery X again, very unfortunate. But he pays it off with the second, but he pays it off with the third. Missing the parry though. And there we go. Finton closing out the run.
And GG's, both Honix and Finton. Honix, very well fought match.
Very
Finton,
well fought,
very nice win.
Honix. And Honix there getting the KO on Esther. But it's his choice whether he wants to continue the run.
Oh, but Tammy has pointed out that if Honix somehow lands ultimate, he still wins the match.
Does he? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
It looks like Clipboard has removed the salting as well because we don't.
Let's see. It doesn't really matter on time here. It's just a very, very, very precise trick that could give Honix the final round.
Alright, you just have to. Okay, if Honix cannot get through Moonshine as fast, he's allowed to switch to a new save file. I mean a complete save file to just go for his ultimate, but he gets only one try. That is the rule. One try.
One try for ultimate if he doesn't do it. Getting a very, very good lobber trap on the light bug.
Oh, looks like Honix is only going to go for one damage boost here, setting up a huge lobber trap on the left side, so in the hopes that the ladybug will die. And the ladybug does die on the left side.
Not opting for snail skip here. Or not snail skip,
Or
anteater skip.
Yeah.
Not opting for anteater skip here.
You can actually do snail skip with lobber spread, but it is extremely difficult to do. You have to time your lobbers.
It's
and just run.
extremely precise, but it has been done before. And there we go, Moonshine first try.
But if you were to accidentally die after failing Salt Shaker, wouldn't that still be fair game? To me, I do not get that, but
So basically, if he forces himself to die before the Salt Shaker phase, or after failing to get the Cursed Salt Shaker, then that would technically still count as his attempt. I'd say we give him 5 attempts for Salt Majitsu, and then that'll be it.
nah, just one. YOLO. You must do it in this attempt.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure then.
Alright. Onyx going in. Missing the lobber, that's not a good sign usually, but maybe it will work in his favor. You know, like reverse psychology and all.
Yeah.
Finton,
We see Finton going again.
right. Onyx fortunately does get strawberries, which makes the assault a bit easier to get. It's an extra cycle, but this could all be a setup for just for ultimate.
And I don't think he's going to get ultimate here. He missed that crucial EX. But it's still worth an attempt.
And we actually get to see two varying strats for the second phase on both runners because the second phase strat is well crafted, has to be very well crafted for both charge spread and lava spread.
Honix
this
dying there. And I think
Finton
that concludes the end of the second run. Very well fought by both players. It's just unfortunate the Honix couldn't follow through.
But yes, GG both runners, GG Honix, GG Finton. It was a mighty fine match.
You both played incredibly well.
Alright, Onyx will now be joining us for some post-game commentary. I mean, not commentary, interview.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Onyx. First of all, is there anything you want to say? Just from the top of your head?
GG to Finton. Bro, he's really, really, really good. I'll be
Um,
honest. I went in with the expectation to get absolutely destroyed, which I did, but I didn't even think I would beat any boss without dying. So hey, honestly, I'm not too ashamed of my performance.
You
It's
play
really
you
good.
played very, very well, so
Thank you. I should probably work on my Esther, but you know, things for
yeah,
me.
Esther gave you a
Esther
lot of
was
trouble, but
tough.
then again, Esther
Yeah,
gives everyone a lot of trouble in their runs, so
yeah. Esther
Alright,
was my worry child.
Onyx, I want to ask you: are you sad that you lost the match, and do you want to go again with me for a chance for redeeming yourself?
I am not sad because I think Finton is going to win the whole entire tournament.
Yeah, okay.
And do I want to race against you and get even more humiliated? No, not really.
Alright. Well, hey,
Yeah.
that was a great match. I really enjoyed it.
that was a beautiful match.
Yes.
You should have heard me scream a couple of times. I was so angry.
Right, but we will now be wrapping up the round one. With this Finton advances, with Honix unfortunately dropping out of the tournament.
Thank you for inviting me though. Thank you for letting me play. This was
You're
fun.
welcome.
It was very, very much entertaining.
All right.
Bye, Finton. Finton's in
And
chat.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, chat. By the way, and
yeah, sorry
goodbye,
for
chat.